Hikrobot. Today I will introduce our new feature called reader series ID5000X. There is two main parts for today's event: presentation and the demonstration. And the barcode technology is automatic identification and data capture technology. It is widely applied across industries, such as shown in the photos, the battery industry, PCBA, automotive, also logistics industry. So it has advantage of the fast input, high accuracy, low cost, and stability. However, reading barcode also have many challenges and pain points. In order to save this, we released our brand new series product ID5000X. For the complex installation, we have decided a smaller size and material structure, regarding the requirements of the changing production line and the external display to faster operation. Sometimes you also need to deploy the camera in the weak illumination and harsh environments. That the ID5000X can provide rich accessories options and lightning possibility also. The new ID5000X built-in the deep learning algorithm for the optimization and processing. This can meet the requirements of high speed and also for difficult codes to read. And well, our ID5000X is more compact, more powerful, and more flexible. Firstly, let's have a rough look at the appearance of the camera. With the dimension of that, the camera is smaller than our older version. The camera will not take much space on the production line. It has a rotatable cable for the easy integration into other devices. The cable can be rotated 19 degrees. On the top of the camera, we add one external OLED display to shift faster adjustments. On the top sides, we also provide a multi-angle indicator light to show the current status of the camera. In the middle of the camera, we also build in the lens, offers different focus lengths from the 8mm to the 25mm. Out of the lens, we are also equipped with the Army light at the top center. See this here, one position. The light can guide you to place the object in the correct position. And in the below center, you can find the TOF sensor. With this, you can measure the distance between the sensor and objects. It can be set with trigger signals and also help with the focus. And to quickly adapt to faster switching lines, you can shift simple parameters through the OLED display without a PC. On the OLED, you can set some basic parameters, including the code reading status, overview, focusing. Here is the smart tune function, the focusing chip, and the trigger setting, the arming system, light source adjustment. And if you also want to switch installation position, our ID5000X also equipped with many sensors. They are provided the installation height and angle information to guide and verify the standard installation production line. Additionally, we also offer many accessories to meet different applications. We can choose the light source of the different color, bright, white, blue, infrared, and also we provide the different type of the sensor. So fully transparent, polarized, and diffused. In addition, we also have different lens types, such as ESD cover and so on. In case you need the barcode with a very large DOF depth of the field, or so bigger working distance, we also offer an external high brightness light source like this imager. The external light source is installed with the camera. For the advanced image processing algorithm, we have integrated many ISP algorithms in the camera to deal with the dark and bad illumination environments. Here are 3 examples and processing performance. The first one is the low light enhancement. It increases the brightness of the image. The second is the HDR. We provide 2 option HDR. One is the normal HDR. The sensor will capture 2 images. One is the dark, and the other is the light. And then system on the chip will combine these both. And the second HDR is the digital HDR through the software algorithm to process image. And the third one is the uniformity calibration. The middle is the bright, and the angle is the dark in the raw image. And after the processing, after our algorithm, the image becomes uniform. ID5000X has stronger code reading capability. I prepared some video for the ID5000X. The first is about the difficult code reading. The code on the PCBA, on the metal, on the plastic, and the ID5000X read it. The light will be green. Video shows it again. And the second video is about the high-speed reading. The reading speed can reach 120 codes per second. Additionally, the depth of the field for the ID5000X is also bigger, like this image. It's about 15 centimeters. And you can watch this video. When we rotate the PCBA bolt, the QR code will have some distortion, but ID5000X can read it quickly and accurately. Like this is about the low congestion barcode to read. Every barcode will be organized. And now I have a question. Have you ever met mixed line code reading? Like this photo, we need to scan different things. One production line or code position is also different. The code reader requires faster response to different working distance. Currently, mainstream camera in the market use mechanic lens for relative slow autofocus. But we launch also the ID5000X camera equipped with liquid lens. With the liquid lens, the camera can quickly autofocus based on the working distance. The liquid lens model can reach 100 to 2000 millimeter working distance. The focus time is also smaller than the 100 milliseconds. In this page, I will briefly introduce the principle of the TOF sensor, liquid lens. The TOF sensor sends infrared light or laser to object and measures the time difference when the light is reflected back from the object to the sensor. TOF sensor can calculate the distance information between the object and the sensor and send this information to the liquid lens. The liquid lens will adjust the focus position automatically. But how can the liquid lens adjust the focus position? We can see the left figure. It shows the structure of the liquid lens. The up layer is the liquid lens glass. This glass is a special deformed glass. There are two piezoelectrical fields, also named piezo field on both sides. When the piezo film gets the signal from the TOF sensor, the information of the distance, it will correct one pressure to the liquid lens. And next, the liquid lens will be deformed. And the lightning pace through the liquid lens will be also changed. That means focus position changed. And in the middle is the polymer. It is for the buffer, and the button is a glass substrate. This is the principle of liquid lens. On this page, you can see the comparison between the liquid lens and mechanical lens. There are no moving parts in the liquid lens, such as motors. So their service life is longer and focusing speed is faster and smoother. The mechanical lens working range also limited by the DOF, the depth of the field normally. But the working distance of the mechanical lens is only 20 to 15 centimeters. But for the liquid lens, the working distance can reach about 10 to 200 centimeters. There is a huge improvement. Next, I will introduce some actual application case, the ID5000X, starting with the PCBA industry. In the actual production process, there are sole process for the barcodes on the PCBA. The laser codes, the through-hole codes, multi-color substrate codes. And usually the code of PCBA is also so small. Our ID5000 can handle this very well. And in the medical industry, our ID5000X with a liquid lens can quickly focus in order to adapt different parking boxes and quickly process information and transmit the information to the logistic or processing system. You can see the left photo. Our ID5000X can recognize all the barcodes, the FOV at the same time. The ID5000X also performs very well for TPM codes in the automotive industry, regardless of the codes is highly reflective or low congestion. Also works very well in the food industry. And now we go to the next part, the demonstration. For the demo show, I prepared one ID5000 camera with 15 megapixel resolution and 16 focus lens, 16 millimeter focus lens with red lightning. I prepare also the bracket, the data cable, the power cable, and the power adapter. I have already connected this. And finished the installation. We also need one software named IDMVS. This is our self-developed software for configuration ID camera. You can download this software in our homepage. Okay, now I will change my screen showing. Okay. Open the IDMVS. You can see this is our interface of the IDMVS. And you can see the top side is our 4 basic settings. The setting about the general capturing network. We also provide the external tool. With this tool, for example, you can modify the IP address with the IP configurator. You can update the firmware, and you can also collect the camera log when you need some problem usage. And for the help option, you can find all the documentation, the camera, the software, the user manuals, the communication, the documentation, so and also set changes the language box. And then we have a log the left side is about the reaching steps. These 6 steps is this one total code reader system. First step is the connection device. When you connected this camera correctly, you can find this camera here automatically. Click here to connect this camera. Below, you can see all the information about the camera, the ID address, the series number, model number, firmware. After the connection, we go to the image setting. Here you can set some basic parameters for the image, for example, the exposure time, the gain, gamma, and frame rate also. And that part is about the external OLED control. Here is for the lighting control. And for the faster configuration of the camera, we have 3 options. The first is autofocus. Autofocus, that means the focus position will change automatically. And for the next option is the self-adapt. That means the focus position will not change, but the other image parameters will be changed. For example, the exposure time, frame rate, gain, and also the lightning status. And the last option is a smart tune. Smart tune, that means combine with autofocus and self-adaptive. That means one button, you can finish this all configuration. Now we click the smart tune. Now the code is organized. We save this parameter to the library and apply it. Okay, now for the image setting is finished. We go to the next step, it's about algorithm setting. In this step, you can select the type of the barcode, the QR code, and you can also set the algorithm for the organization. This algorithm can help you and improve the recognition performance of the barcode. Then we go to the input and output setting. Here, you can set the trigger signal. Our trigger signal is supported software, hardware, TCP, UDP, and so on. Output is also like that. And for the communication protocol, we can support the mainstream communication protocol in the market. The TCP client, TCP service, FTP series, Modbus, Internet, and so on. If you also want to some special protocol, you can also contact us. You can also provide us customization possibility. And the last step is about the data processing. In data processing, you can set how to save and how to output this barcode contents. By the way, here you can also set the filter rule. We have 3 models for the filter. First is normal, regular expression, and script. And I make an example with the normal. I selected the normal model. You can have this button. And you can set as a filter rule, for example, only output this number. Output begin with a special character and also limited with the length of the barcode. Okay, when you finish this 6th step, you can start this camera. You can see all the barcode here if you organize. And then the biggest difference with this camera with other normal ID5000X is the liquid lens. With the liquid lens, will let the camera so fast focus and measurement the working distance. And how to set this? You can go back here, image setting. Here at one TOF control. You need to enable the TOF and also enable fast focus enable. And here the TOF distance will be measured here. Okay, now that means that liquid lens is enabled. Now when I change the code position, the barcode will also so fast coordinized. Okay. When I close this TOF, you can see when I change the position, the camera focus it not very well. So, okay. That's all what I want to show to you. And do you have some question about today's webinar?